Yeah. So for those of you that haven't heard from Indie Review in a while, we are back. We are trying to find the best format for the show. Right now we're just doing lives because we know y'all want to see our face and we want to see what you have to say about the show. But I have a feeling that we will be back in real time studio soon. So we have some great shows lined up for y'all.
Live Instagram. This is hey, David.
Yeah.
Hey.
So she needs, pop in. Hey, Phyllis.
How you doing?
How are you? So I'm live. I'm on Instagram live.
You said you are on Instagram?
I am. So you want to pop in the room so I can bring you up?
Yeah. What page am I on? Do I need to be on?
So go to Coach Rachel.
Oh, I told her Indie.
Well, that's.
Okay.
But you know what? See, Truth is. He's going to be joining us now, but he wasn't. He hadn't signed on to that yet. So I just started live from my page, and he'll join us.
Okay. Let me copy the link.
Okay. Awesome. I'll see you in a second. All right. All right, y'all. So we getting it together. I just finished my workout, so I look a little crazy, but hey, Phyllis, let me wave. Hey, y'all. You know I don't do lives very often, so. Haven is the artist. Her name is Sincerely Haven. And I really wish that we could listen to some of her music because it's really dope. But like I said, you'll be hearing a lot from her. If you go to Spotify, we'll have her share her link in the chat so you guys can go check her out. The numbers are booming, so we like that. All right. So, what y'all doing? Marie, I know what you've been doing. How have you been, Phyllis? It's good to see you as usual. Oh, there she is. Hold on. Add. I was looking for a whole different name. I think I invited you to join, Haven, if that's you. Add as moderator, maybe? Is that how you do it? Oh. I accepted you. Hey, Epi. All the way from France. It's always good to see you, man. There she is.
Hi.
Hello, beautiful. How are you?
I'm great. And yourself?
Thank you so much for joining us, and excuse the confusion. See Truth will be joining us shortly.
Okay, that's
How
cool.
you doing?
I'm doing pretty good, actually. How are you?
I'm wonderful. We understand that you had a little something going on here, so
Yes,
you're doing
girl.
okay?
Yes, girl. I'm doing okay.
Okay,
I'm doing so.
awesome.
I'm good enough to talk.
Good.
So.
Okay, well, you look amazing. Thank you so
Thank
much for
you.
joining us tonight, and we'll definitely have
No
you.
problem, love.
And I'm going to be in Raleigh next week, so maybe
Girl, you ain't gonna be that far from me. You literally like a hip skip away.
Well, maybe we can meet at the studio there.
Definitely, we can do that.
Yeah, Mod Studios are there, so we'll have to link up for sure.
Oh
hey,
yeah,
cousins.
we can definitely do that.
Yeah, I see KK. Shout out to KK.
KK, like, Shocky in the building.
I don't have to come on, do I? No, you don't have to this time, but next time you will. So we're gonna see Truth is gonna join us shortly. Hey, so but I wanted to really quickly, like, I have a feeling that there's some really amazing things that's getting ready to happen with your career. Are you ready?
I'm excited, actually. I'm very, very excited. It's been a long time coming for me, so I just feel like everything happens when it's supposed to, right on time. And I feel like the timing couldn't have been any more perfect than what it is right now.
For sure. Well, while we wait for C Truth, why don't you introduce yourself?
Alrighty. Well, hey guys, how are you guys? My name is Tanine, but I go by Haven. Haven it was given to me because I'm like considered a safe haven for a lot of people. So I was given that name throughout my healing because I did start my healing process a couple years ago. So with the healing process, the name came about. And not only that, it's like a very it defines me so well because the type of music that I make
Mm-hmm.
and stuff like that. So I am an R&B, but I'm a versatile artist. You never know what I'm gonna put out because I just love music, period. As long as it
Yeah,
speaks to the soul and
that's
it
right.
resonates with what I got going on and it's a true
That's right.
story or it's off the experience or anything, you're gonna hear it from me.
Right.
So
So when you say this type of music that you do, can you describe that a little bit for us?
okay, so I'm a hopeless romantic. I'm pretty much of a hopeless romantic. So I talk a lot about love. I talk
Mm-hmm.
about the stages of love, the good, the bad, the ugly, the going through the breakups and being in love, and then like the cheating and stuff like that. Like stuff that's relatable, things that we all go through. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? I just speak about my experiences and where I was mentally. That's how I portray the song.
Mm-hmm.
So, mhm.
And so you write from that perspective, obviously.
Yes, I do.
So if you had to write a song right now based on the experience that you're having in the moment, what would you write about?
Girl, I be writing about headaches right about now, girl. I
Oh,
ain't even gonna
Lord.
I be talking about if I had to switch it, I'd be like, dang, this nigga give me headaches,
Oh,
okay? Giving
Lord.
me
So
headaches, girl.
So we're gonna.
That's
So
how
somebody,
it would be for me.
listen. It's a couple
That's
of
how I would flip it. But we know it's my mouth, but I would flip it and make it seem like somebody's giving me a headache. You
But
understand
that's
what I'm
okay
saying?
because let me tell you something. That makes the best songs. And there's a couple of
Yes.
producers in here. Y'all go ahead and make some tracks for headaches, and we'll see
Mhm.
what we can do with that, right?
Yes.
Not headaches. So talk a little bit about your music journey being from the Carolinas, because most people.
To be honest, I'm originally from Atlanta.
Huh?
I was born in Boston, halfway raised in Boston, went down to Atlanta, finished being raised in Atlanta basically, and then I started my journey in adulthood and stuff like that. Being in the Carolinas, I'm gonna be honest, is probably the best decision I've ever made in my life for me.
Right.
Because I grew up in such a fast-paced environment. I needed something that was gonna be more calm for me, and something that fit me more. And to be honest, I wouldn't have it any other way. North Carolina has been a great support system.
Mm.
It's been a great stable ground for me. It's been a great creative space. Like I've made some of my best music in North Carolina.
That's what I'm talking about.
So it's just something about the atmosphere. The air quality is better. Like it's just I don't know.
The quality
I'm just being
of life,
honest, girl.
period, right?
No, for real, because the air quality is so much better. So it's like, yeah. Because in Georgia, like, I don't know. It's I love Georgia. Georgia's home for me.
I live in Atlanta. It's becoming very crowded. That's number one.
Girl, yes. That's
so
why I had
many
to go.
people are moving here from
That's
all
why
over
I had
the
to go.
world. Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. Yeah.
That
for
traffic
sure.
is even getting worse.
Yeah. And it's already bad.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying. It's already bad.
Right. So what would you say to young artists? Because a lot of them feel like they have to be in the mix all the time. I gotta go to New York. I gotta go to LA. What would you say to the artists that, or anyone, and anyone can chime in, you guys, in the chat as well,
Mm-hmm.
because this is we're sharing, right? So we know artists feel like they have to be in the hot spots. They gotta be in LA, they have to be in Atlanta, they have to be in New York. But so much great talent is coming from what we would call secondary markets, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
What do you say to those people?
Be yourself.
Mm-hmm.
It's real heavy to be yourself. You don't want to. I understand, like it's so easy to get caught up in the mix,
Right?
But be yourself. Be your authentic self. There's nothing wrong with resonating with who you are. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
One thing about me that I love, I've never changed. And it's just I just feel like the world is finally like catching up to me now.
Yeah, they are.
And that's perfectly fine. Like I tell everybody, you never know. Like your time will come. You never know.
That's
just
right.
don't give up. And I'm happy I didn't. But be yourself. That's like the number one thing I would tell anybody. You do not need to go to Atlanta to get that career. I did it. I was there for 10 years. No shade. I'm just saying. I was there for 10 years.
Right.
If it was going to pop for me, it probably would have popped. I went to New Jersey. I was in New York. If it was going to pop, it was going to pop. It just wasn't the time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Sometimes you need to get yourself together mentally, like have yourself established before you actually You know what I'm saying? If I'm
Yeah.
wording this right, if you before
Yeah.
you pursue anything.
Yeah.
And then it will all flow. Like, don't rush it. Take your time. You know,
Right.
everybody has their own lane, you know, their own journey. So just, you know, understand and respect that and trust the process.
And nobody does it like you. That's the thing.
Exactly.
No
Nobody
matter
will
where you
ever do
are.
it like you because there's
That's
only
right.
one you.
That's
Period.
right.
Like,
Nobody does
nobody
it
can
like
come up
you.
in here and tell you, oh, nope, can't do it. I'm the only Haven walking up in this thing. Okay. Period, honey. Ain't nobody doing it like me, better
It's
than me
just
when it comes
me.
to my lane.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right. Right. Oh, see, Truth. Let me see where you at. See, my IG.
Yes, RMG baby.
Yep. And
Let's
you're
get
in good
it.
hands with that one.
Oh yeah, I'm in great hands. I love my team. I like absolutely love my team. Like, yeah, that this is probably the most support I've ever had in my life.
That's awesome.
And then on top of that, I have people that actually believe in me. You know what I'm saying? It's different because I'm coming from people saying they believe in me and not actually showing it.
Right.
But here, they're not just saying it; they show it more than they say it, but they say it too, and it's just very reassuring for me.
Right. Let me have ask us. Okay. See, Truth has joined us now. So I will say this too, because KK, and I, me and him have these conversations all the time, and I'm always harassing him and getting on his nerves about stuff. But he is, he's so dope, right? And such a wealth of information and knowledge, and has brought people to the table that we'll know forever.
Exactly.
Right?
So, he brings on legacy. He knows.
Absolutely.
That's right.
Absolutely. So I'm like, hold on, let me see. See, Truth, are you there? Invite to join. Where'd he go? So I think what I feel like you're doing is really manifestation, right? Yes. Because in this business, a lot of times people are always grinding, and I hate that word. And words are so super powerful. And I try to tell people that all the time. You're not grinding. Like you mentioned the word flow. Let it come to you. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
But that's about, like you said, timing, and that happens no matter where you are.
No
matter where you are.
It doesn't.
So as a lot of amazing singers you started your career in the church? Did you start singing in church?
Did.
Okay.
Yes, I surely did. I've been singing since I had a voice, okay? Let me just start there. Since I could la-la, I've been la-la-line. And I've been la-la-line ever since, okay? So I started in church when I was about, I started like picking up the singing and stuff at 2, like so I was humming and doing all the little stuff at 2. But I really started like getting into church at 3. So I was a lead in a children's church choir. And then my grandmother would bring me to the adult choir rehearsals, and I would rehearse with them too. So at the age of 3, I was with the adults around 4, but about from 3 to about like 5 before she passed away. So about 3 to 5, 5.5, I would be in the be at church with my grandmother and stuff like that. Then from there, my mother noticed that I really loved music and I loved people. Like, I love performing, you know what I'm saying? And she realized that. She was like, oh my gosh, when she gets in front of church, I'm taking the mic, I'm walking all around the church and I'm singing and I'm doing this. Couldn't tell me nothing, okay?
So praise and worship.
Yeah, exactly. I love me some praise. That's my favorite. I love church, and I love every part of church.
I love the music.
But praise and worship is what I come for. Like, that is that right there. That resonates with my soul in so many ways.
For sure.
So coming from that, it was just I don't know. It's a big eye opener, especially now, because I don't really hear too many people saying that they started in church nowadays. If you guys notice, the more that it's getting down, right. Yes, like you really hearing people that come from church. But that's why I started. That's still my first love. That's still my go-to when I'm feeling some type of way and I can't write. I do turn to gospel music. I do still sing my gospel music. I still, you know what I'm saying? Right. So that's still my scapegoat for me.
And how does that make you feel when you hear some of the music and the lyrical content? Like, does it create conflict for you?
I'm gonna be honest. I'm a non-judgmental person. That's number 1. Number 2, I'm a very open person. So what I mean by that is I'm not closed-minded.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
For sure.
So I respect a writer or music when it's put together well. You know what I'm
For sure.
saying? Just as long as it makes sense
Uh-huh.
and it has like purpose, then I'm all for listening to it.
Right.
Now, I will say this.
Hold on,
I gotta
go
say
ahead,
this,
go
girl.
ahead,
Hold
go
on.
ahead, go ahead.
Because I think the difference, a lot of people just nowadays they just throw music out there,
Yes.
and for me, music is so much more than that. Like, I realize everything. That's why you feel my music, because I'm actually going through something when I'm making this music.
Right.
I'm going through something when I've recorded this music. I've gone through something when I was writing this music. You understand what I'm saying? So I feel like what we're lacking nowadays is the feeling behind music. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, people are not feeling what they're singing like they used to back in the day.
They're not connecting.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They're not connecting. You took the words right out of my mouth.
They're
There you
not
go, girl.
connecting. Yeah.
That's what it is.
What do you think it takes to do that, though? Because, you know, just like all other industries at this stage, everything, you know, once we go independent, people think everyone can do it, right? Everyone thinks they can be a singer and everyone wants to be a star. And it's interesting because the stars just are stars. It's not something that you have to want to be. But what do you think it takes to really connect? Like, what is that thing that people don't have or can do to connect with their audience, to really connect?
You have to be able to put yourself in other people's shoes. You can't be selfish.
Right.
And that's like the best way that I could like sum it up. You cannot be selfish. You have to take other people in consideration. You know what I'm saying? You want to be relatable, but at the same time, you want to be realistic.
Right.
You know? And you want to be able to capture the audience, but not lose the audience.
Right.
So it's like a lot of balancing that has to go into it, but you always have to keep in mind the audience too when you're making this music. As long as you're not just thinking about yourself and you're thinking about the audience as well, everything will work out. Everything will definitely work out. But you also don't want to force it. Like I told you, I've been making music for a very long time, and people are just now catching up. I'm not gonna say paying attention, but they're just now catching up to what it is that I'm creating. And it's a process. Some people, they might catch on in a week. Some people might not catch on for a couple of years.
They really don't catch on when they see how you climbing up these playlists. And
exactly,
honey.
Really okay.
The numbers
just
are
getting started, though.
The numbers are doubling.
Yes, they are.
You know what I'm saying?
They are.
They're going to catch on. And you know, and I think that people can use music like that right now. Something that really resonates with them, that's authentic and makes them feel a certain kind of way. Because it's one thing to be in a room full of people and singing and they're like, oh my gosh, she could sing. But it's different when they walk out of the room feeling something. You know what I mean? It's completely different. Hey, C, what's up? What you doing over there? What you doing?
Can you hear me? I'm trying to get.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Tech.
He got the green screen in the back. You know, he's a
chilling back there.
Right. He got all kind of stuff going on back there.
How's everybody?
Everybody's
good.
Amazing.
How are you?
I'm good. Just dealing with some tech issues, but other than that, good. You know,
yeah, we good. Haven is dropping some gems. You know, oftentimes we have a lot of other independent artists that listen to our show, this indie review, and the platform was designed to bring light to and have a platform for artists to come and shine, you know, to share. And we also have executives come and share their knowledge and wisdom about being in the business and, you know, from radio to publicity to marketing. But something that you said really resonates, and that's connecting. And if you talk to industry professionals, they'll tell you that some of their best projects, the most successful projects, are working with artists that really resonate and connect with their, working with artists that really connect to their audience. You know, because it makes their job easier, right?
Because if I'm making a song and I have feeling behind it, if I'm crying, I want you to cry too. I'm not trying to be funny, but I'm just being honest. If I'm feeling something, I want you to feel what I'm feeling, so you can like understand it the way I'm understanding it. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I tell people it's really important to put your emotions and put your feeling into things. You can definitely tell when an artist isn't doing that.
For sure. When they're there for a different reason, right? So who would you love to work with? I know that. Give me a short list.
Ooh.
But I'm gonna ask you. Wait, I'm gonna switch that question up. Give me who resonates with you in the gospel world and all like praise and worship and secular.
Ooh. All right, so we gotta sum it up. I love Kiki Sheard.
Oh, yes.
That's
Beautiful.
baby. That's
Yeah.
been, oof, yes, I love her. I've always loved her. So if I could ever do a gospel collab, it would be her, Kirk Franklin, either or. But I definitely Kiki Sheard.
Definitely.
Like that, I love her. I love Mary
Yeah.
Mary too, because I grew up on Mary Mary. I grew up on Yolanda Adams
Yeah.
and Donnie McClurkin and
Yeah.
all of them. But I love Kiki Sheard.
Yeah. Her
So
voice
she's
is crazy.
my fave.
Yeah.
Tamala Man is pretty good too. I'm not even gonna lie.
No.
She is
Her
dope.
voice is like crystal.
Whew.
It's like,
man, what?
it's like crystal.
Yes.
Like it's so,
It's beautiful.
yeah, it's crazy. Yeah,
It
her
is
voice
beautiful.
something else. Yeah.
And then when it comes to the secular world, girl, that's it's not as easy as it was back then. But it really isn't. I'm just being
Right.
honest.
Okay.
That's
That's real though.
Let me go from old school to new school. So if I had to work with anybody from the 90s, I would love to do a song with I love Monica.
Right. Yes. That's a good one.
I would definitely do something with Monica. Believe it or not, I love Erica. I do.
Oh,
love Erica. Erica is somebody that I like grew up on. So I love Erica. I'm gonna be honest, there's a couple of people that I thought to work with, but I didn't hear too many nice things about them. So I'm not even gonna say their name, honey. Okay. Because I'm real
Welcome to
big
the
on
industry.
spirit.
Welcome.
I'm big on energy. You feel me? Like I'm big on energy. I feel like that can conflict and mess with the project's aura as well.
That's right.
Especially if the energy's not right, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so especially if I'm attached to it. No.
Mm-hmm.
So let's go to new people nowadays. I love her. I love Janae Aiko. Honestly, it really ain't that many.
That's right. What about writers?
It's really not that many, but I love her. I love Janae Aiko.
She's really dope. Yeah.
Her like resonates with my soulful spirit.
Yeah.
Janae Aiko is like my healing spirit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then when it comes time to turn up, I love Tiana Taylor.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I think people sleep on her a lot. I gotta stop sleeping on her.
Yeah.
And I love Janet. I don't know how I forgot Janet. I don't know how I forgot Janet, but I love me some Janet Jackson. Janet Jackson, Michael Jackson, Prince. Oh yes, honey.
Yes.
I don't know how I forgot them.
Yeah.
Yes. That's who I love.
Who would you like to be in the writers' room with?
Ooh. Esther Dean.
Okay.
Put me in a room with Esther Dean. I bet you would make a lot of stuff clap.
Okay.
That's who I want to be in a writing room with.
Wow. All right. Mm-hmm. So we know that your song is Climbing, right?
Yes.
Talk about that song to us. Tell us a little bit about where you were.
Okay, so How Could You?
That's the name of the song. How Could You?
Yes, it's called How Could You? It's a true story. Everything that I'm saying from the from the top to the bottom is a true story.
Okay.
Basically, it's talking about, in the first verse, I'm talking to my sisters that they're better than what guys pursue them as. Meaning they're more than just body. They're more than just a side chick. They're more than just being there. You know what I'm saying? And they deserve so much more than that. And they can do so much better than these guys that don't treat them good. And it's like, and I'm telling them one day you're going to see it. Which I'm going to be honest, they did it eventually because they're not with that person anymore. So I was right. I ended up being right.
Look at you.
But then in the second verse, I was also going through a heartbreak at the time. Like I was going through some trying times. So I was just talking about, how could you do me like that? And I would have never done you like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, perfect example. How could you go talk about me like this, but I would never talk about you like that?
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, how could you do that to me? For real, but it's good. You know what I'm saying?
And these conversations happen every single day, multiple times.
Exactly.
Yeah. So again, relatable, right? People
very relatable.
They say, I don't even have to just listen to this song.
Exactly.
Just press play.
Be like, you know what? You don't want to be with me? That's fine. You can listen to this real quick.
No problem. Send the link.
No, for real.
Right. See, Truth, how you doing over there? You got some questions for Haven?
Yeah. Yeah.
Of course he does. That's why I asked. 'Cause he always has questions.
Do you feel that? I mean, you're talking about side chicks and how women feel themselves to be. Do you feel that there's an overall culture that's been put out there to have kind of women to be in that space, kind of promoting that type of?
I did not want to, like, it is crazy. I knew this question was going to come up. Like, okay. I wouldn't be me if I didn't keep it 100 though.
Uh-huh.
I feel like women have been depreciated since back in the 90s. I feel like they think it's okay to be a side chick. They think it's okay to, you know what I'm saying? And once again, to each his own, that's fine. But I do want women to understand that they can, I don't want to say they're better than that because I don't want them to feel like they're less of something.
Right.
But there's a brighter side to everything, I guess I should say. I think that'll probably be a better way to put it. Versus, you don't have to sleep with so-and-so's man to get respect.
For sure.
You don't have to sleep with so-and-so's man to, you know what I'm saying? And the thing is, they're trying to make it a norm. And once again, to each his own, but you actually have females out here that do want to be with one person, that do want to love on one person, that do want that everlasting love, that do want to be married to one person for the rest of their lives, that do want this little fairy chick. They're hopeless romantics just like me.
Right.
Okay? And that's who I speak to. Yeah. And I want people to know that you're not the only one out there. There are still females out there that are like that, you know?
Yeah.
And I want to let everybody know that it's okay to be like that.
It's become so unpopular. It's become, well, I shouldn't say that. And maybe, you know what, maybe it's because there's just a lack of balance in the conversations that we're having about romance. Mm-hmm. We'll be objective about it, right? Mm-hmm. Maybe there's a lack of balance around what we're seeing and hearing as it pertains to love and relationship.
Right.
Because we see it every day. We see successful relationships. We see people that love each other and are committed. But sometimes, if we're listening to the right song at the right time, someone else is like, I'm not doing that. I'm going to do me. When really it sounds more like a power play, but that's another show. But you know what I'm saying? Like, I think it's really about balance. Like,
it is.
How do we get back to balance? And I think music is a great conduit for that.
It is.
If we can get all of our ducks in a row in terms of playlists and radio shows and, the other stuff that goes on, because there was a time where all we talked about was love, right?
Okay, what? I'm gonna be honest. I listen to old school music, honey. Like that's where my heart at right there.
I mean, Rolls Royce. What
happened to that?
Atlantic Star.
Come on, man. What you know about that?
I'm just saying, because I'm so young. I'm just saying. I don't know.
That's what I love.
Too, though.
Say that again, see?
Atlantic Star talked about creeping too, though. Remember that?
Who did?
Atlantic Star.
Well,
you just said Atlantic.
Right, but it was about balance, right? Because there might have been a song about creeping, which they really didn't play. Mm-hmm. They played the love stuff, like Teddy Pendergrass. Someone in chat said, "Teddy, yes,
love me some Teddy."
But you're right. See, all that was a part of it, but it didn't get the most shine. It was just a part of an overall conversation. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? As opposed to now, it's like these. Well, it's
rare that you'll even hear it like that. And that's what I just want to, that's what I want to be. I'm not, like I said, this is why I'm a real firm believer on be yourself.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm going to resonate with who I am and what I stand for. You know what I'm saying? And I'm all about the love.
Old soul too.
Yeah, I'm all about the love though. Like I'm all about the love. I'm all about telling somebody how much I love them, begging for them to come back. Please come back. Why'd you leave me like that? Like why'd you do me like that? Like I'm all for it, honey. Like
there's no ego. No ego when it comes to love.
They used to cry, honey. Right. They used to cry on them tracks. They cry. Okay. I'm like, nah, I need to bring that back. Because it's okay to feel like that. Yeah. We do feel like that. I think people are just ashamed to feel like that these days. And that's okay.
Yeah.
That's okay. Whether you're a male, whether you're a female, it doesn't matter. It's okay to have a feeling.
Okay.
Like to feel something. We're all human.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Another feeling. Because, there's one prevalent feeling that but other feelings than what's popular.
Exactly.
So this quote.
Yeah. Yeah. And again, with song, I mean, it's the soundtrack to our lives, you know? So when we hear a good love song, even, you know, so I remember, there were two albums I used to listen to back to back. Neo was one, and Jaheim was another. And, you know, when women talk about love, we hear it from, as a woman, we hear it as a woman, right?
Right.
Like, girl, I feel you on that. But when men sing about love, we hear that as a feeling. We're like, oh, he's talking to me. I want that, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, just music is so powerful. And
it is.
You know.
And in my case, I guess I'm more so on the, I just want you to feel what I'm feeling.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I want you to feel, even if you've never felt like that, I want you to feel like, oh my gosh, like, ooh, did you hear that girl?
Yeah.
Like, she really must have been going through when she wrote that track.
Yeah.
And then it's to a relatable point. Like, I felt like that before.
Right.
I might not have ever said it, but I felt like that before.
But I felt it. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This might not be a song that I listen to around everybody. This might be a song I just need to listen to myself. You just never know. And that's okay. That's perfectly fine. But just as long as I'm touching somebody's soul and I'm capturing that feeling, because that's what my goal is the feeling. I want us to connect. I want you to understand where it's coming from and understand my feelings. Then that's it. That's, as long as I do that, I feel like my job is done, to be honest. I'm just like, perfect example, you know how Summer Walker goes on stage and she'll start crying and the audience will start crying with her?
Yes.
That's feeling.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? I want you to feel what I'm feeling. Yeah.
That's connection.
Yeah,
that's connection too.
Definitely.
Yeah. Someone says, play us some music, Haven, please.
I want to hear some music. All right.
You know what I want to hear?
Which one you want to hear? How could you?
Cruise. That's my jam.
Oh, that's crazy, because that's what I was just about to play.
That's my jam.
That's what I was about to play.
We'll see how.
All right, let me play Cruising.
Let's see how it sounds.
Yeah, that's crazy that you said that, because that's exactly what I'm getting ready to play, as a matter of fact. Yeah, I love me some Cruising.
Oh, it's
have y'all
I love it.
You've heard Cruising before, right?
I have. No one else.
Have you heard it, Steve?
I haven't heard Cruising, no.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. All right, here we go.
Cruise on the track.
It's nothing but a sweet cloud. Came from loving and something that is sweet now. Love me like sweet clouds. Oh. Inhale, exhale, slow down. Oh, you see it, you feel it. Feel the high, keep on sucking, grab the flow. Music is the sun. Oh, happy when we're grooving together. You beside me, I'm beside you. Smoking on this record, making jokes and talking smooth. No necessary, ones with you. Baby, we can definitely know. In my bed, got me waiting on Japan. Giving me head, while you're sinking. Blood when we're done, I was like it now, like it now. We just kick it, inhale. hold it, exhale, slow it down.
So fire.
Yes.
So
So what is the
Jasmine
song
says,
called? I
what
Need
is
It in
the
My
song
Life?
called I Need It in My Life?
This is cruising, y'all. This is cruising together.
oh, when we're cruising together, baby, you make me feel better. Oh, no matter the time, no matter the way, you make me feel good inside. You make me feel good, so alive. So you see,
So KK, do me a favor and put her Spotify link in the chat
Yes,
so people can find her
please
on
do.
Spotify.
Put that
Yeah.
Spotify down there so
Yeah.
they can go ahead. That Spotify climbing up too, y'all.
Oh
Go
my
ahead,
gosh.
go
Yeah.
subscribe and all that good
How
stuff,
you go
please.
from 2 digits to 3 digits?
Man,
Like, how does that?
you seen that? I was
Well,
like,
just
okay,
listen
we doing something right. Something being done
Yeah.
right around here. Okay.
to music.
Because
To that
I
music.
think I went to sleep last night. It was at like
39.
Yeah, it was at 35 yesterday. I woke up this morning. It said 7:20. I said,
That's what
hold on,
I'm
wait.
talking
Let me
about. That's what I'm
refresh the
talking
page
about.
real quick.
Yes.
Let me go ahead and refresh the page real quick because I
Yeah.
think there's a glitch in my system. Like, what's going
The numbers gonna be going up and up.
And the followers
and
went up too. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this is like really happening right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, like
You know,
it makes me
and I'm
feel
glad
really
you
good.
played that song because anybody could talk about it, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, people need to hear it. They need to hear it, and that is a beautiful song. You know, it's gorgeous, and
Thank you.
yeah, no, it's really dope, and I look forward to working with you as well.
I look forward to working with you as well too.
And because everybody needs to hear it.
They do.
Everybody needs to hear that, and another. There's a couple other ones.
Yeah, they do. They need to hear it
yeah.
all. They really do. And the thing is, what I love is my music is different.
Yeah, and
It's
and
not
everybody
what
says
you're
that,
hearing.
but it's not true for everybody.
Exactly.
You know, it's not true for everybody, for sure, for sure. So how can people hear you? Like, how can they find you? How can they follow you? How can they support you?
I also put it down here. I don't know if that does anything because I'm being honest, y'all. I don't really be in on
There you
like
go. Okay.
YouTube and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, KK just dropped it. Okay.
She did.
KK. Go ahead then. Go ahead then. All right. But
He's
you
present
could
and
also
accounted
click the
for.
link in my bio. I believe that's to my Spotify.
Uh-huh.
And then what I'll do is let me drop down my YouTube. Okay. My YouTube is Sincerely Haven.
Mm-hmm.
I'm the only one. I'm the only. There's the only one, the only Sincerely Haven. Okay. So when you type me in, I'm gonna pop right up with no problem. Okay. Yeah, pop right up. So yes. Hey Shocky, shout out to Shocky. Girl, if it weren't for you, all this wouldn't even be possible.
She is
I love
on
you so
Apple,
much.
Jasmine. I'll send you the link.
Yes, on Apple Music, it's also under Sincerely Haven as well. So anything, whenever you're trying to find me, like I said, I'm the only Sincerely Haven. So it won't be a problem finding me. Just type it in and I pop right up with no problem. Right. However, on YouTube, I do have 2 pages. I have my actual page and then I have the topic page. You guys feel free to follow both of them. The topic page will keep you updated with everything as it's released. And then my page will also do the same thing, but it's more personal. Like I'll be able to post personal content and stuff on there.
Nice.
So if you do want to keep up with me, I will be getting ready to start doing vlogs and stuff like that. So yeah, definitely tune in, subscribe to my YouTube link, and I will be having new content up within the next week or 2.
Awesome. Ricky in the background talking, so I had to turn my mic off.
Oh no, you're good.
See, Truth, before we wrap up, anything before we go?
I don't know if you touched upon it because I was a little bit late, but just a question on the health complications.
Yes. Okay. We didn't.
Okay. We didn't talk about that actually. So you did good. We didn't talk on that.
So,
right, so
how do you feel that situation helped you as an artist going through?
To be honest with you guys, For those who do not know, and I'm happy because this is why I'm so excited about everything. And I'm a very emotional person, so I'm gonna try not to get emotional when I talk about this. But I was diagnosed with chronic Crohn's and colitis when I was 18,
Mm-hmm.
and immediately I had to undergo an emergency surgery. So they didn't tell me before the surgery that I wasn't gonna be able to have control of my voice anymore, and that I would lose those, lose certain muscles and certain like that, that my diaphragm wouldn't be as strong and stuff like that, and then I would have to rebuild everything. So after the first surgery, I went back into
You about to get a whipping.
I went back into my bed. I'm like, what the word happened? But I went back into like singing and stuff like that. But then I ended up getting sick again, and they had to go back in and do another surgery. Now, when they did this surgery, they told me I would never be able to sing like that. Meaning, I used to have a voice of like a big voice, like Jennifer Hudson and all that. And it was like, you will never be able to sing like that again. And it broke me because I look up to Christina Aguilera, I've looked up to the Whitney Houstons, the Mariah Careys and stuff like that. And that's the kind of lane that I was like going for. But to be honest, I'm not happy it happened to me, but I am, because I feel like I found my sound. I feel like maybe I was following somebody else's sound back then, and now I found my own unique sound that nobody can replicate. You understand? Even though I had to teach myself how to sing all over again, I've learned so much, so many new things, and I'm still progressing with that too. But I think it's a blessing. It was a blessing in disguise for me. It made me a better person mentally and physically too, like as on a physical level, as far as when it comes to singing and stuff like that. So I am happy. I don't wish it on nobody that had no stomach surgery or anything like that. But I will say, for me, I'm happy everything's happening the way it is right now, because I want to let people know you can go through the worst of the worst and you could still come out on top. You could still be successful. You can still, pursue your dreams. Do not give up. I literally had no voice like 2 years ago. I couldn't even sing. I cracked every time I hummed a note, said a tune, did whatever. I never thought that I would be where I'm at today. You know what I'm saying? So I say all that to say, please don't give up.
Come on, testimony. Here come the church part.
Yes, please don't give up. Please keep doing. And even if you feel like you don't have nobody to believe in you, that's fine. As long as you believe in yourself, things will happen for you. You just have to believe in yourself, and manifestation is key. Understand that whatever you say out your mouth will come to pass. So be very careful on what you say and how positive you speak outside your mouth. You don't want to speak nothing negative on yourself.
Yeah, for sure. It's true. We talk about that. Me and C talk about that.
It's
fact.
Real big.
You see it in people's lives that we know, and even our own, honestly. To be honest. Yeah. So all right. Yeah, this was good. So we have another platform that we use, which is set up more like a radio show.
Okay.
So we'll have to have you come back on that as well.
Oh yes.
By then
you'll probably
have 10,000 followers by then. So don't forget us little people when you start,
Oh, of course not. I never forget where I come from. That's one thing about me. I don't forget where I come from.
Yes.
Because like I said, I'm coming from people not supporting me, people not believing in me. So when people do, I really gravitate to that real quick. Especially right now, like, I really appreciate you guys. Y'all know listen. This is my first music interview.
Nice.
Is it?
Yeah.
Welcome.
So I can't forget y'all if I wanted to.
Well, it won't be your last, that's for sure. But
definitely won't be.
That we have an exclusive, right?
Yes, of course. And
Hey,
you guys know y'all always have exclusive. Y'all ever want to know anything, keep up to date with me. You know what to do. Y'all know how to get a hold of me.
When can we see Haven live? Like, when's some shows coming up so we could I'm
gonna be honest. We probably aren't gonna aim to do any shows probably till about next year.
Okay.
Well,
right now the
focus is couple of months away. So next year.
Right now, it's months away. But right now the focus is getting content out, making sure I do my networking and make appearances and go to events and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Just try to get myself out there so that when it does come time to be live, I'm high in demand. I want to make sure I'm high in demand before I put on a show, because I want to make sure everybody wants to see me. I don't want to just pop out and be like, hey, and then the crickets.
Oh, no.
You know what I'm saying?
Ain't gonna be no crickets. No
Yeah,
such
We
thing.
know it ain't gonna be no crickets.
Yeah,
Yeah,
ain't
I'm
gonna
just
be no
saying we
crickets.
want, we know
Yeah.
it's not gonna be no crickets.
But you know, I
But
will
I'm
say
just saying.
this. Also look at it from the press from you're introducing something different and new to people.
That's
So,
true.
you know, and a big part of marketing is letting people see what they don't know they need.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So
That is true.
I have a feeling you'll be doing something before the end of the year.
I have a feeling I will be too. So I'm not gonna like. Let me rewind. I'm not gonna say. I'm saying next year because that's probably the latest. I'll say the next year at the latest.
Okay.
But between now and December or now in January, you never know what.
Yeah, you never.
I might do a pop up for
Especially
somebody,
with the
do me a
numbers
show.
doing-
I might do. I honestly, and I'm gonna go ahead and tell y'all because I'm thinking about it. I haven't set it in stone yet, but I'm thinking about working on something, maybe like a little Christmas CD or something.
That would be dope.
Like,
I can hear
yeah.
that. I can hear
because
that.
I've never done one before, so I was thinking about doing something, you know, releasing a couple songs out for Christmas. Yeah,
that would be awesome.
Yeah.
So we're gonna honor your time and not hold you longer than we said. But
okay.
so we want to leave the show with your song that's climbing the charts. How
I
could
got you.
You got us? All right.
Yep, I got you guys.
So thank you
We're
so
gonna
much,
leave it with How
Haven.
Could You.
Thank you so much. And
You are so welcome, love.
we look forward to the numbers. They're gonna keep going up.
Oh yeah, they're gonna keep going up. I think because I just started promoting my YouTube. It made it to like 2.1K views so far on YouTube on mine.
Yeah.
And it's been like what? But and I just started we just started pushing that probably like maybe a week ago. It's been out for like 2 weeks. Started pushing it about a week ago.
That's what I'm talking
Because
about.
I'm coming from no support. So for me, this little climb, whether it's climbing up the way it is, I'm grateful for it.
Yes.
You know, because I'm coming from nothing. Like I said, I have a wonderful team, and I cannot go without saying shout out to KK, shout out to Nino, shout out to Shocky. You know, I love my team, and then I also have Keisha too. I just love my team as a whole.
It makes a difference.
So let me go ahead and I'm gonna play How Could You, and we gonna close it out.
So this is C Truth and I will be doing IG live from time to time. You can catch us again on Indie Review Radio. We'll keep y'all posted. Stay tuned to my Instagram and Indie Review. Don't forget to follow Indie Review to see all the stuff that's on there. And this interview will also be on YouTube.
Oh, really?
You'll be able, yeah.
Nice.
It's gonna be on YouTube as well. Yeah.
So I love it.
So
I get to hear myself. I want to hear how
you get to hear yourself, right? All right. So you guys have a blessed night. We'll see you next time. And we are going to leave with How Could You from Sincerely Haven.
Why did they smoking no backwoods? Sister could think so was packed good. In my eye just got into it. But she in my toe, I'm cold. Socks, what we smoking, we got up in the morning talking. Man, that's my problem. Just get some bullshit, back down. And she had the chop, she would bust round. She never don't get it. When I believe you go feel it in the chest now, man. There's the ladies more than your big man. If you wanna cheat, let it get your heat, don't trust it. Be sure to just do it buzz. I want you to love it. Tough love. Say what you want. Ask for one right. Look what he got. Put it in the lip, what he thought. Someone like me, red up, get love, cheer up. You just look at someone like me. You accept that is what it's gonna be. Just this money and focus on me. I ain't know that it's been on straight. I just someone like me. Red up, get love, just focused on me, cause ain't no that is meant for street. Street is calling, yeah, I heard it. Then I ain't gonna lie, I heard it. But I ain't qualified, so I heard it. Trick me up, I heard it. And if you wanna pop, I swear it. Cause I ain't got the time, and my sisters and lying about that lie, they'll assert it. Damn, she pop on the pop too. She trick you, go jump too. Come if you run up, get dinner. Come if the one that you got to. From each other, when we together. We finna feel like we run through. Love, I got a good heart, don't test me. I love that, don't test me. Hated that, don't make me. She thought this, not flex me. Now I don't give a fuck with a check me. And I do that shit, no risk. Now my heart turned cold, icy. Gotta don't like me, fight me, feisty, fight me. Heart too good, I'm no white me, try me, fight me. You start.
Shout out to Soul
Yes.
G. Yes, he did his thing on that. Okay.
Shout out to RMG. Shout out to
Yes,
KK and the
RMG,
team.
KK, everybody.
Yeah,
I
y'all.
love y'all. I appreciate y'all. And I thank y'all so much
You're
for interviewing me.
very
I
welcome. We'll
appreciate
see you
y'all.
very, very soon. Have a good
Yes,
night.
you will. And make sure you
Thank
get in contact with me, girl, so I can see
Oh, I
you.
got you. I got you. For sure.
All right, bet.
For sure. All right, y'all. Have a good night.
You too.
Take care. All right. How do I stop it? See? Okay. All right, y'all. Peace. You will come when we're done.